Hey there YouTube, it's Elizabeth. In this video I'll be sharing with you some plant updates, and I got some new grow lights, so I'll be moving some plants around and setting up those grow lights. So come along with me as I do some planty chores. I have no idea what this succulent is called. I got it several years ago. I just thought it was cute, and it's not, it's grown a little bit. It's survived, I guess. But look what's happening! Down in there is what I think is a little flower spike. So yay, that's super exciting. My little succulent is flowering. Like, I knew it was capable of flowering, but I had no expectations of this flowering at all. And the funny thing is, this pot says grow, like I'm willing it to grow by giving it a pot that says grow on it. But it is. So hopefully I can get some cute little flowers from it. So yeah, that's kind of exciting. Not kind of, it is exciting that my little no ID little succulent here is might give me some flowers. What else is up here? I showed you my euphorbia and the new growth. My croton is growing well, but it's really sad right now because it wants some water. So I'll give it some water today or tomorrow. My little Lithops plants are doing okay. This is a bad angle with the backlighting. But I think these are so cute. These are Lithops. This one, this one, this one, and these two. And then these three, I have to look at the tag. Pleiospilos nelii, or Pleiospilos nelii, and then this one is called Royal Flush because it's a purplish tone. But they're just so cool looking. I got them at Lowe's, and they were $6 each plant, and so I potted them all up together, so it was a total of $18. These two came together, and then this one was separate, and then these 5 were in a pot by themselves. I think that's super cute, and I really like the little square pot that it's in. And then my Anthurium andraeanum is over here. I want some more flowers from it. It came with flowers, and it gave me maybe 1 or 2 flowers last year, and this year I'm hoping for some new flowers on it. I have battled with thrips with this plant for several months. It has destroyed a couple leaves, but I feel like I've gotten a handle on it, and it's giving me a lot of new leaves. So I'm just waiting for some new flowers. I know they aren't technically flowers. I forget the term for them, but yeah, they're not technically flowers, but they look like flowers. But yeah, so that's what's up on this shelf. And then this thing here is called a Crookes radiometer. And what happens in direct sunlight, these little blades actually turn. And I couldn't tell you the exact science behind why it turns, but I know that in response to sunlight, it turns and it looks cool. So yeah, so that's my little Crookes radiometer there. Yeah, that's this little shelf. Oh, I forgot, my little cactus is hiding back here. I have had this cactus the longest. Let me get a better angle. I have had this cactus for the longest out of any of my houseplants, and I got it at a big box store, I forget which, and it was just a little round ball, and it had a fake flower glued to it. Let me get an even better angle. Oh, hi cat. Okay, this might be interesting. But yeah, I have no idea what it's called, and I barely water it, and it has grown all these little babies, and I keep it. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Newman is enjoying the cat post over there. Yeah. He said it's almost dinner time. I'm going to get in the way and bother you because I'm hungry. Anyway, back to the cactus. So yeah, it has lots of babies. I've had it for maybe 3 or 4 years, so not that long, but the longest out of any of my other houseplants. And I keep it in this kind of hanging thing. And I don't know, it's cute. It doesn't really grow very fast, but I like it. So yeah. Anyway, that's this little shelf here. So we've had a fire in the area in the national forest that I live near, and there's been soot and smoke in the air, and I'm worried about my Boston fern that lives outside. I'm worried about that it's gotten smoke all over the plant, and what it does is the smoke clogs the stomata on the leaves. So yeah, I'm here in the bathroom, and I'm just going to rinse it off here in the bathtub. All right, kitty cats, out you go. Okay, that was pretty easy, and hopefully it'll be happier as a result. I recently updated my lighting setup. So I have these grow lights clamped to a shelf up here, and I have one pointing at my standleyana and the other one pointing at my Monstera adensonii. And then I have the other grow light, so it's clamped down here, and I have one head pointing at my dubia, one head, this horizontal one, pointing down at my Rhaphidophora decursiva, and then the last head, which is vertical here, pointing at my Monstera deliciosa. And I think my plants are really liking it. My standleyana put out a huge leaf. It's at least a ½ an inch longer than the previous ones. The variegation is kind of hit or miss. You know, I have these nice splashes on there, but I don't have any chunky variegation. Like this leaf is really pretty. There's some nice chunky variegation on there. Down here, this one is really pretty. Like I was saying, this one's doing really well. I think it's really enjoying the grow light where it is. It has a nice new leaf on the way. And it is almost at the top of its moss pole, so I will have to cut that soon and do a chop and extend. I'm a little nervous because it doesn't root into the moss pole as well as some of my other plants do. The roots are just kind of short and stubby, so hopefully when I cut it, it doesn't just die off. Let's move on to my adensonii. This one, listen, I know there's lots of bigger plants out there on social media, but I'm so proud of the leaf size on this one. The leaves have definitely sized up. Like down here you can see how little and cute they are, but I'm after big, beautiful leaves, and so far it's headed in the right direction. You can see they're really pretty. I want bigger though. Let's move on to the dubia. This one you can definitely see an increase in leaf size. You can see this leaf is so much bigger than these two. So yeah, I'd like to continue seeing larger leaves. As this grows vertically, I'm going to have to move this light. I might move this three-headed light up to here and have it pointing 1, 2, 3, or I might get another shelf and put it here and have it pointing 1, 2, and then have another grow light down for this one. I did order 2 more 2-headed grow lights from Amazon today, so I plan to put a couple plants like here, here, and I have this guy here with some with the lights on them. Right now it looks like there's enough light, but I think it's just the camera. It's pretty dark down here. Oh, my Rhaphidophora. I showed you this before. Look at this growth point. It is definitely gonna put out a leaf. Well, like 85% sure gonna put out a leaf. That's super exciting because, like I said before, this has just put out these long, like, runners with several nodes and no leaves. There's one, and then this one, it's just a long runner, no leaves, and then finally I think this is going to be a leaf here. So I'm really excited about that. And I wonder if I can attribute it to this light being pretty close to the plant, or if it's just because it's the growing season now. Either way, I'm really excited about that. My Monstera deliciosa, her new leaf has unfurled, and it's really pretty. It has a tiny bit of sport variegation there at the tip. I don't know if you can see that, but I thought that was cute. She had thrips pretty badly. You can see the browning there on the tips and on this leaf as well. This leaf unfurled without any damage, so that's good. I was sure to spray her down in the bathtub and spray her with insecticide. The new leaves are a light yellow, and the older leaves are dark green, so I don't know if the new ones will turn dark green or if they stay that color, or maybe because it has a grow light here, that they receive enough light they don't need to be a dark green. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's just this little setup here. I have a couple more Monsteras. My obliqua is doing pretty well. It has a new leaf there. I love the shape of these leaves, so cool. No new roots. I got this one off of Etsy about a month ago. I really like it. I really like the leaf shape, like I said. Really, really unique plant. And then my pinnapartita has done nothing in several months. It was a one-leaf cutting from a lady on Facebook, and that leaf has since died off. This leaf is new, and nothing has come from the node. In fact, the cataphyll has turned a little bit brown, and there's like nothing coming out from it. So I'm kind of worried that the growth point has just died off and nothing's going to come of this plant. But we'll see. It has some bleaching on it, and it got that a while back, and it hasn't gotten any worse, so that's good. I moved it out of a grow light, and I started fertilizing it more, and that seemed to help. So I'm not really sure what the cause of that bleaching was, but I'm glad it stopped, because I thought I was going to lose this leaf and therefore lose the whole plant. But yeah, you can tell I really like Monsteras. These are not even all of them. I have more over there on that wall. Yeah, I really like the fenestrations and the jungly vibe that the leaves give. Yeah, that's just a little update on my new grow light setup here. Like I said, someday I'm probably going to put either another shelf here or put the three-headed lamp here to give this dubia some more light as it moves vertically up that pole. The new leaf on my Monstera Constellation finally unfurled. It was having a hard time unfurling for some reason. I sprayed it with some water to see if maybe it wanted an increase in humidity, and I only sprayed it a couple times, but that seemed to do the trick. But look at the variegation on this guy. It's really pretty. It has some sectoral variegation, kind of like the leaf before it. So I'm really happy with that. That's really nice to see. Also, I wanted to show you another leaf on my silver sword. Hey, Newman. This leaf has also unfurled. It's kind of crenulated and crinkly, but it has unfurled, so that's good. It was having some issues. I treated this for thrips the other day, and I haven't seen any since. But you can see the difference in leaf size. There's that little one, and then this was the previous leaf, and it's huge. So I wonder if the difference is due to thrips. But something really exciting with this plant is it finally has rooted into the moss pole. Right there. I've had this plant for months and it has not rooted into the moss pole until now, and so that's really exciting. Almost as exciting as getting a new leaf. Right now I'm giving this a drink of water, so I've got my water bottle upside down on the moss pole. Yeah. What else is going on? Oh, something sad. My snake plant lost another plant, so it is down to just one plant in its pot, and it was because of root rot. I have not watered this plant in a long time, and I don't know why it keeps rotting, but it's down to one plant, and it's a really pretty plant. It's got really long leaves. Look how tall those are. But yeah, it's all by itself, kind of lonely, kind of sad looking. There it is from far away. I'm afraid that ultimately this one's going to die also. I just feel like it's inevitable. Like every other plant in this pot has died, and even though I rarely water it, they just die. So I don't think I'll get another snake plant when this one dies. I've had it for a year and a half, and it grew maybe a tiny bit. I feel like my dog is getting into something. I have to go check that out. But anyway, yeah, they're getting into something. I'll be right back. Yep, he was in the trash can. Chico, were you in the trash can? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My Vanda orchid isn't doing that well. I mean, it's just kind of surviving. It's such a cool looking plant. It's an epiphytic plant, and that means it doesn't grow in the ground. It grows on trees, and so how it grows in like the houseplant world is it grows in these Vanda orchid pots, and there's no potting medium at all. So that's really unique and cool looking. I've just watered mine, which is why it's hanging over the sink, and what I do is I just water it with the little hose off the sink, and I do that every single day. But even then, I don't know if it's getting enough water. I've had it for quite a while, maybe 8 to 10 months, and it has really pretty purpley blooms. The variety is called Dr. Anek. I got it from Lowe's. My mom actually bought it for me, and it was kind of pricey. Orchids, like regular Phalaenopsis orchids, usually go around like $15 to $20, not 15, more like $20. And this I think was $35. And so I'm kind of sad that it was a gift and it's really pretty. So I'm kind of sad that it's not doing much for me. This leaf here at the very top has grown about an inch. And this one has grown a little bit as well, but it hasn't given me any new leaves. And in fact, a bunch have yellowed and died off. And a lot of the roots have died off as well. So that's kind of sad. Like, if this dies, I don't think I would get another one because I don't know if I would do anything differently to what I'm doing now. I have it in a north-facing window. And I water it every day. And I don't know what else. Oh, and I fertilize it once a week. And I don't know what else I would do differently if I had another one. But while it's alive, I'm definitely going to appreciate it. I really like the look of it. Again, it's so cool looking. My Phalaenopsis orchid, however, is doing so nice. These blooms have been on here over a month. I'm trying to think when I came home from Thanksgiving, and that's when I first noticed the spikes re-blooming from the previous spikes. And so it's been since Thanksgiving that these have started re-blooming. So these have been on here for months and they're so beautiful, and yeah, I love these. I love them just chilling here in the window. I either got it from Lowe's or from Walmart. And I don't remember from where. But yeah, it's so pretty. So we're at one of my walls of moss poles, and what I want to do today is move around the grow lights a little bit. I did order another 2-pack of grow lights, and I'm going to put them down here so I can put a plant here and 2 plants down here. That way I can use up this space down here, because it's not, I mean, my peperomia is using the space down here, but it's not getting any light at all, and it's kind of suffering as a result. So I want to use this space down here, so I bought some grow lights for that. And I want to move around my grow lights just to be as efficient as I can with my grow lights. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I want to do is this 2-headed lamp right here, I want to replace with the 3-headed lamp. And I'm going to get an extension cord because that cord doesn't reach the outlet. So let me go grab my extension cord. I have today off from work. It's in the middle of the afternoon and the neighbors are, you know, out and about. And so my dog's kind of worried about what's going on. And so he's being antsy. So you might hear some noises. So I do apologize for that. It is what it is. Yeah, so let me just go ahead and start moving some plants around. Let me put this one up here. Okay. Yeah, for some reason they made it different. This cord doesn't reach the outlet, and the cord on the 2-headed light does reach the outlet. So they made them different lengths for some reason. Extension cord. Okay, that's good. I'll bend them all in the right direction at the very end. And then this one will be for my deliciosa and my Rhaphidophora decursiva. Good. Let me scoot these back. Ooh, that's gonna hit. There. The new grow lights haven't come in the mail yet, so I'm still waiting for those to come. The Amazon packages always come from the next town over, so I never get them at the beginning of the day. I always have to wait for like 6 o'clock. They've always got me waiting till the end of the day, and you know, when you get Amazon packages, you're all excited, and sometimes online they have that tracking device where you can see where the car is on the little map. So they've always got me looking at that. But once that comes, I'm going to clamp it. I think up here, and then I'll have it shine down in this corner. And then I have two, so the other one I'll put on that wall over there, I think. Oh, I saw a car. That's not the right car. Is that it? Is that the Amazon driver? No. Okay, let's put my standleyana back. This plant has, I know I'm off camera. This plant has just done some amazing things for me. It's such a fast grower. I love it. It doesn't have the biggest, most amazing leaves, but it's such a fast grower, and I love the variegation, the splashy variegation on the leaves. You get a grow light. You get a grow light, and you get a grow light. Okay, I'm going to step back and look from this angle. I think that looks pretty good. Let me fix that. Yeah, let's pick out some plants to go here, here, and here. And I want them to be more favorite plants. So sorry, peperomia, but you're not a favorite at the moment. It's been losing a leaf like once a day, 1 leaf per day, and it's just not doing it for me. So I think it's going to go by the north-facing window, which isn't a bad location. My Monstera obliqua is definitely going to go under a grow light. This was too expensive of a plant not to. But this one can share a space with another plant. But let's go over to the window. I'm going to pick out my Prince of Orange. This guy I want under a grow light. The leaves have gotten a lot smaller. Still pretty, but actually I'm not going to put them over there yet because I want room to kind of mess around in there. But I want him under the grow light. Maybe my Monstera Constellation. He would be a good candidate. My Philodendron Rojo Congo would be a good candidate. Again, this one has been struggling with thrips. Haven't seen any thrips in quite a while, but it's been on the struggle bus a little bit. So those are some options. You guys, look at my cats. Really? What kind of plants are you guys? Catus domesticus? You guys are so funny. It came! Let's open her up. Grow lights. and shoe polish, because I needed some shoe polish. Okay, there's one. I actually bought some new plants off of Etsy. I bought a variegated vanilla orchid and a variegated Epipremnum pinnatum. So I'm really excited about that. I usually get plants if I'm like celebrating something, if I get a bonus at work, if it's my birthday or something like that. I wasn't celebrating anything. I just wanted some new plants. So I don't usually do that, but this time around it just felt right. So those will be coming in the mail in the next few days, and I'll definitely video it. And they're similar plants in that they're both variegated, in that they both belong on moss poles, but other than that, they come from different families. The Epipremnum pinnatum has very like thin, big leaves, and the vanilla orchid has very thick, waxy leaves. So they're similar in some instances, and they're different in others. So I'll have to make some moss poles for them. I'll have to find places to put them. And I think putting these grow lights and moving some plants around will allow me to free up some space for those new plants without having to buy new plant stands or anything like that. So I've got these. Let's go ahead and move some plants around. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these grow lights down in this corner. I don't know how I'm quite gonna do it, so I'm just gonna try and see. Trial and error. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, I could do it like that, but it's kind of ugly. I wonder if I could clamp it on the back side and have it not as visible, but that means I'm going to have to move around some of the plant stands, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. Let me get this peperomia out of the way. Okay, let me stand back and look. Yeah, I don't think that looks too bad. Let's plug it in. Hey, that looks pretty good. That definitely adds a lot of light to that corner. Okay, now for some plants. I know I want to add my Philodendron Prince of Orange. And I've got lots more space, so let me pick out a couple more. I've got my Rojo Congo, Philodendron Rojo Congo. He's kind of squished down there. Maybe move him over here. And maybe move the Prince of Orange down. I'm going to put this down a level and put my obliqua up a level. And then something else can go with my obliqua. I think I'll put my Hilo Beauty. This poor plant, it's not getting enough something. And I don't know if it's enough light, enough humidity, enough nutrients, or the right soil, but I know it's a picky plant. It's hard to grow indoors because it just needs so much humidity. These leaves should be the size of dinner plates, and this one's like 2 inches across and this one's about 1 inch across. It keeps growing, but it's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So I'm going to see if it can't get bigger leaves with more light. Okay, that looks awesome. Let me stand back and look. I really like that. I think it looks great. Yay! Now I do have one more grow light. I am going to hold off on that for now and just keep it aside. Maybe use it on, I'm going to turn you. Maybe use it on this area down here. But I think my plants are better in the window than down here because the cats can reach them down here. So I think I'm just going to hold on to the other grow light and I'll use it eventually. I know I will. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. That's going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.